Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You are welcome to Questioning the Narrative. I am Ifesinachi Uroko. Today we'll be deliberating on the three types of human beings that are being breeded in Africa at large and Nigeria in particular, which is responsible for the division and hypocrisy we are experiencing among ourselves. These three types of human beings have been fashioned and configured through the education programs that they have been put through indoctrination, through religion, and so forth. First of them are those that have been fashioned and configured to act and think like the Westerners. Second of them are those that have been fashioned and configured to think and act like the Arabians. Then the third of them are those that have refused to think or act like the Arabians or think or act like the Westerners, which are now thinking like the native people. Those that have been fashioned and configured to think and act like the Westerners are those that have been put through the Western religion. You know, religion is a form of education that teaches you or enlightens you on your spiritual life. Then, which is indoctrination and dogma. Then, the Western education also is a program which fashions you to believe that the best way to live is to think and act like the Westerners. That's the first set of people. They have been configured to act and think like the Westerners through their religious education, through their secular education, through their law processes, and a lot of other means, a lot of other institutions that have helped in fashioning and configuring this set of people to copy the Westerners. That is the first set of people. Then the second set of people are those that are thinking and acting like the Arabians. These are people that have been configured and fashioned through Islamic religion, Islamic education, Islamic law called the Sharia law. These institutions have been used as a weapon to configure the mind of these Africans to think and act like the Arabians. Then the third set of these people are the ones that have refused to follow the first set of people or the second set of people. This third set of people have refused to think or act like the Arabians. They have refused to copy the Arabians. They have refused to think or act like the Westerners. They have refused to copy the Westerners. So they are the ones thinking natively. They are the ones with the native consciousness. So after this video, after watching this video, you ask yourself, you that is watching this video, where do I belong? Do you belong in those that are protecting the Arabian legacies? Do you belong in those that are fighting to keep promoting the Arabian Empire in your father's land? Do you belong in those that are protecting the Western institutions, the Western legacies? Do you belong in those that are fighting to promote and protect the Western ideologies, the Western Empire in your father's land? Or you belong among those that have refused, among those that have decided to propagate and protect their father's empire? This is a very terrible situation that will have people in their father's land whom are protecting a foreigner's ideology. a foreigner's legacy, a foreigner's empire, just because they have been indoctrinated to do so, to act so, just because they have been educated to think and act like the Arabians. It's terrible that you are in your father's land, but what you are doing is to protect a foreigner's ideology. What you are doing is to protect a foreigner's empire instead of trying to resurrect your own father's empire, instead of trying to protect your father's legacy, instead of trying to project and propagate your father's legacy. I want you to ask yourself, this life that I'm living now, because most of you, when they says we have to, or we want to scrutinize these ideologies, you will be the first person to attack the person that is suggesting for the scrutiny of these Arabian ideologies. You will be the first person to attack those suggesting for the scrutiny of these Western ideologies. So ask yourself, what role exactly am I playing here? Am I trying to help to propagate my father's empire? Am I trying to help to protect my father's legacy, or am I fighting against it? So these three sets of human beings that are being breeded, in fact, it is two that are being breeded anyway, but the third one are those that have refused. The third one are those that what is in them is greater than that Arabian ideology. The third set of people are those that what is in them is greater than the Western ideology. Therefore, they are the ones that are fighting to propagate their father's ideology. They are the ones that are fighting to protect their father's empire. And in my own opinion, they are the real heroes. They are the real heroes, because they are fighting to be themselves. They are fighting to protect where they come from. They are fighting to protect their father's land. My brothers and sisters, after watching this video, ask yourself, where do you belong? And when I mean ideologies, I mean those ideologies that have fashioned you and configured you to imitate another people. Those ideologies that have fashioned and configured you to copy another people. So remember that imitation is limitation. This is why we are limited. If we continue like this, I don't think if we are ever going to get it right. So, answer my question. Where do you belong? Do you belong in those that are fighting to protect and project their father's empire, or you belong among those that are fighting to destroy their father's empire by protecting and projecting a foreigner's empire? Besides, these foreigners never meant well. They never meant well for us. That is what you have to think first. When they came for the destruction of your father's empire. Thank you very much, and remain blessed.